folks, welcome back to Is That Right Gaming. My name is Rob. Today we're doing an unboxing, or a what's in the box, of Shadows of Brimstone, Cities of Ancients. Now this game I won in a contest with a friend of the channel's channel, Olympian. Check them out, twitch.tv/Olympian. Really cool channel, does lots of cool streams, including Tabletop After Dark, which we've been a part of as our Is That Right Gaming Twitch, twitch.tv/isthatrightgaming. So I don't know a lot about this. I know that it's an Old West horror board game for 1 to 4 players, ages 15 and up. I do know that Olympian and his crew rave about this. This is from Flying Frog Productions, a game by Jason C. Hill. And apparently it's a revised edition. And we're core set FFP 0701-R. And it is kind of a heavy board game. So there's a lot of text here. It is the mid-1880s in the southwest United States. The small mining town of Brimstone has struck it rich when they discovered large deposits of a new precious mineral called dark stone up in the hills. It has magical properties, is rarer than gold, and is incredibly dangerous. In a flash, the town of Brimstone is consumed, the epicenter of a cataclysmic supernatural explosion, ripping open portals to other worlds down in the mines and unleashing a great darkness to spread across the land. Now hordes of demons pour from the mines to ravage the countryside, and the sky grows black with swarms of nightmarish creatures. A few brave souls step forward and form a posse of heroes to hold back the darkness. Shadows of Brimstone is a fast-paced, cooperative dungeon crawl board game set in the Old West and mixed with unspeakable horror. Each player creates a character taking on the role of a classic Western hero archetype, such as a bandito, U.S. Marshal, gunslinger, or saloon girl. Forming a posse of heroes, the players take their characters down into the mines in the foothills surrounding the demonically overrun town of Brimstone. The heroes can embark on a variety of different missions, from finding and sealing a gateway to another world to rescuing a farmer's son who was hauled off in the night by a horrible creature. The heroes explore a dynamically generated mine, overcoming dangerous encounters and fighting savage creatures while collecting up useful gear and ancient artifacts to help them during their adventures. Heroes can even find portals to other worlds, stepping through to continue their adventure on the other side. Hero characters can be kept from game to game in a campaign system, earning experience and going up in levels to increase their skill and gain new abilities. The heroes can also visit local frontier towns between adventures, spending their hard-earned loot and resupplying for the next mission. So load up your 6-shooter, throw on your hat and poncho, and gather the posse. The darkness is coming and all hell's about to break loose in the Shadows of Brimstone. So yeah, we have a 1 to 4 player game, ages 15 and up, 90 to 180 minutes. There's apparently a CD with the soundtrack included, though I bet there's an app or YouTube that will cover it. Revised edition, so there are new plastic minis to assemble with fantastic detail. An updated rulebook and cards, and then fully compatible with existing expansions. So there is a lot going on here, and I know that there are other things, like this references the Shadows of Brimstone, Swamps of Death. You can see lots of cards. I'm not going to read the contents because there's a lot, and we want to get into this box because you're all here to see what's in the box. Get this off of here. Very nice artwork here on the box, and if you're a fan of Western aesthetic at all, I am sure that you will appreciate this. And we start with the absolutely creepy. You've got some spiders here on top. Tentacles. So let's pop this open. And by pop this open, I think I mean tear this open. Because this looks to be a sealed package. And we're gonna have to pop these minis out ultimately. Some of them have to be put together. Come on, separate. This looks like a Yeti or other behemoth. You can see the spiders here, some tentacle or octopi. It's actually octopuses. Tentacles there. And if I flip this over, you can see the face of this monster. And then this has its mouth just blah, 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 blah. So there's a good amount of detail on these figures. This one definitely has to be put together. This looks like it is the same thing again. So you definitely want to have plenty of monsters to vanquish. It is a dungeon crawling game. Here we go again, same stuff. There are little bases in here. So they want you to glue these to the bases, I can see. Let's pop this guy open. Rip this package open. So tell me in the comments, what is your favorite dungeon crawl game and why? I'm really curious to hear. We are playing through Gloomhaven right now. That'll go up on Twitch as we play it on Tuesday nights. But we played games like Heroes of the Grid. That's a Power Rangers game. And I'm sure if I thought about it some more, I'd think of some other ones, but see some gunslinger looking characters there. Get this open. This has got a really big base in this one. Look at that giant base, especially compared to the other ones. This one definitely has to be put together. You can see tentacles going on there. Looks like two sides of a mouth going on here. I don't know if you can see that, but yeah. Get these put together. I'll have to see about painting them up. Painting can be pricey, and I just got a new job, so as exciting as that is, I'm still early on. So here we can see what the name of stuff like this is. There's a saloon girl here, the U.S. Marshal, gunslinger, bandito, stranglers, void spiders, tentacles. The Night Terrors is that hairy Yeti looking dude. And then there's a Goliath here because apparently he's got tentacles and something sticking out of his mouth. Must be hard to eat that way, huh, dude? Maybe that's why he's so angry. He can't figure out how to eat. This looks like a product catalog. Could be interesting. Last Night on Earth. Invasion from Outer Space. A Touch of Evil. I don't know a lot of these games. And the metric butt ton of Shadows of Brimstone, including Cthulhu itself. I don't think it actually has a gender. Mission packs. This Forbidden Fortress. so much stuff here. Dark Gothic. Flying Frog Productions in Kirkland, Washington. You can check out all their socials and website there if you would like to. And I did a horrible job of tossing that off the table, but that's what I do with all catalogs. So we got a lot of dice here. We've got red and white dice, all with pips. Not my favorite, but certainly the most common form of dice. Here's a better die here, though it's probably harder to read. There's a 3 on there, 4, 6-sided die, and what's the spread on here? 2 of each? No? 2 3s, 2 4s, a 5, and a 6. So there's your spread. Here is a simple D8, solid blue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So just a fairly typical D8. These look like our player mats. So we got a gunslinger here, ability to quicken the dead. And for those interested, both male and female versions. So you can play a female gunslinger, and it looks like everything is the same. The only difference is the artwork, which is kind of cool. And U.S. Marshal, that's pretty cool. Saloon Girl. Now, if the other side doesn't say Saloon Boy, I'll be really disappointed. No, it's a piano player. I guess that's okay. Fairly thematic, though. All right, we got a bandito. Is it a bandita? Yeah, it's a bandita on the other side. And all kinds of different skills, abilities, to hit values, and monsters. So we've got our big bad Goliath here. Night Terrors, Stranglers, Void Spiders, Tentacles, Targa Pylons, and then our Goliath again. So that's cool. And decks of cards. Who does not like decks of cards? Deaths of cards? Decks of cards. This has a blue back and says encounters. This has kind of a tannish gray back and says encounters. And it looks like Targa Plateau and Mine encounters. So let's see if I can pop this open easily or if we have to get a knife for it. Let's see. Come on. Come on. Nope. We're getting the knife. And again, we are cutting away from us. Do this in such a way I don't damage my cards either. I'm excited to try this. Like I said, Olympian has raved about it. So be sure to like, subscribe here on YouTube, to follow us so you know when we go live and what we're doing. Because we'll be doing more with this. This looks pretty cool. So we've got all these Targa Plateau encounter cards. And I'm just going to go really quick. Cold Shadow, Avalanche, Ancient Writing, Ice Scarabs, Still Running, Trail Gone Cold, Cryotubes, Crumbling Ruins. There's a lot of cards there, though, that you probably run in through the course of play. And that's when they trigger and get all exciting. So Otherworld Threat, Targa Plateau. So we got Snow Terrors, Targa Pylons, Ancient Spiders, Wandering Enemy. And we've got Darkness cards here. Let's see. Tentacles there, and then just different things. Power of the Void. All void enemies are now +1 in combat. It's a trap. It's a trap! Enemies spring from the shadows. Ambush attack. Draw a threat card. Demonic speed. Flood of bats. Encroaching shadows. Suffocating mist. So, those are not great cards. Those are the bad ones. What's going on here? We got Gunslinger cards, Bandito cards, Saloon Girl cards, U.S. Marshal cards, Thunder, Acrobatic Dodge, Twin Guns, Quick Draw, Reload. Interesting. And got some starting gear here. See, that's what the backs of those look like. Lantern, badge, shotgun, holdout pistol, 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 dynamite satchel. Outlaws only, though. But, so there's that. We got personal items here. Hand mirror, cigarette, adventure boots, shackles, worn eye patch, weathered poncho. Oh, wait. Ace of spades. Need a little bit of luck. All right, so we got some scavenge cards next. See those. Nothing here. What in the boring? Hideous discovery. Emerging darkness, something shiny, small find. I don't know if you can hear that cat making noise in the background. That's an outside cat that really wants some food right about now, and can hear me talking, I'm sure. So we have loot cards here. Dark Stone Shard. This should come in handy. That's interesting because it's got dynamite on it, but you're drawing a gear card. What's this? Blood money. Darkstone rock, so it's like a full-on rock instead of a shard. So lots going on there. Lots of different cards that will be part of this game. And we're not even done with cards yet. So let's take a look at the mine encounter cards. Get this open here. Again, this is Shadows of Brimstone from Flying Frog Productions. So here are our mine encounter cards. Void Lair, Gateway to Another World, Ancient Riddle, Trader's Blood, Shafts of Light. So I don't want to show you every single one because there is some excitement in not knowing every card in the game. But there's, like, this has Spirit +5. There's some flavor text on top, and then what happens if it's successful, if no heroes pass the test. So lots and lots of information there. World cards, these have like a blue swirling back to them. And then the mine and target plateau, I suppose you could shuffle it to see where you end up. But there's no special effect, and then the target plateau talks about frozen weather and whatnot. Hopefully you can make that out. Next we have some gear cards here. You can see there. Gear. Bandages, healing herbs, journal pages. There's an axe. Repeating holdout pistol. Trusty axe, cigar, Rune of the Traveler, Rune of Shadows. Looks like there's a few of those runes. And then we got map decks here. This is likely how they get to what they call dynamically generated. Map deck, you'd shuffle this up, I'm sure, and then it gives you what the area looks like. Ruined lift, courtyard, ancient street, long passage, cross passage. Here we have the mine map deck, blast room, cavern of bones, rail tunnel, mining room, T-junction, cross passage, dynamically generated spaces. One more deck here. And then we'll take a look at this adventure book and what's underneath that. So, what do we got here? Side bag tokens. Skill icons, free attacks. Maybe these are reference cards. Bounce diagram, yeah. Those got to be some sort of reference card. Side bag. So these all say either 7 tokens or 5 tokens for the side bag. Uh-oh, here we got a threat deck. Epic. Blue back. Oh, Goliath on a threat card. Night Terrors. High threat here. Red back. Wow. 6 Void Stranglers, 12 Void Spiders. Just a lot going on here. Medium threat cards. Jump into these. So these have a yellow back. Void spiders, tentacles. There are low threat. Tentacles. So, looks like that's how they get numbers of enemies out. We have a Targa Plateau artifact deck here. Kind of a bluish background. Frozen Isopod, Plasma Arc, Accentuator Belt, Teleportation Bracelet, Void Collectors. Bunch of artifacts there, though. These say Growing Dread. Looks like there's some sort of effect. Dread, you shudder to think of what lay before you. Move the darkness 1 step forward on the depth track. And just different things in there. Looks like here we have mine artifacts. Darkstone Bullets, Amulet of Kotak, Otherworldly Artifact, Void Pistol, Gloves of Chardon, Ring of Tarkul, Tome of Vontaro. So that is all the cards I can see. Wow. This is kind of a heavy adventure book. Like, it's paper. It's a little thick, like especially the cover, but it's kind of like your standard glossy magazine type paper. Let me just take a look at the first couple pages here. Hunched and lumbering, this towering behemoth dwarfed all other creatures my expedition has encountered. Its large head covered in soulless black eyes, with a wide, round mouth surrounded by an array of sharp teeth, a dozen long tongues erupted from its face and writhed in a hypnotic dance. Excerpt from the journals of Dr. Tobias Hedgebrook. So here's your table of contents, story of Brimstone, map of Brimstone, mission list. Not going to read all of it, but you can kind of see some of that. There's a map of Brimstone. Missions. I don't want to get too much into that because it might be spoilery to a certain extent, and I don't even want to spoil myself, so there is that. Here is your rule book. This dude's screwed. Whoa, pages sticking to pages here. Alrighty, so here game contents, information about the 8-sided, the yellow one's a peril die, party markers, card types, large cards, tiles, hero characters, grit, ability tokens, creating a new character, Old West classes, game setup, number of heroes, what your first game will look like, the depth track, turns, hold back the darkness, models activate in initiative order, room exploration and end your turn, exploration, winning and losing, darkness, health, sanity, corruption, encounters and skill tests, gear and artifacts. There is just a lot going on in here. And it's obviously makes for a very neat dungeon crawl experience with kind of a Cthulhu-esque backdrop. And you've got heroes, but you know, what's a 6-shooter against abominations from another world? There are optional rules here. And our usual rules reference on the back, how dynamite bouncing works. So that is our rule book. Here we have an injury chart. Nice card stock here. Wow, ripped apart. New scars. Your hero is dead. Wow. Madness chart. Lost to the darkness. I've seen things. Wow. It's really interesting. Visiting a frontier town. Kind of the things that can happen. Town events. Some saloon events here. Hero of the people. Looks like costs for different things. There's the general store. It could be closed. It could have been robbed. Wow. Costs for different items you can get there. There's a frontier outpost. It can have different things. Costs for things at that place. Doctors. You could have different types of doctors. Treatments. Church. Cult worshippers. Yeah, a lot going on these events that you could run into. Here's the blacksmith. Darkstone poisoning. Unique forge. All right, camera decided to stop recording again, so we'll take a look at this. You got Doc's office, blacksmith, lots of different things going on there. And costs, of course, like the hotel costs $10 per day, whereas the campsite is free. Depth events, so you've got mine depths, target plateau depth events, just lots of different events that can come about in the course of play. Here is the soundtrack to the game. So they've got all these different songs that can be played throughout your game time. Oop, almost dropped that. That wouldn't have been good. This box is still heavy. I just noticed that this plastic insert's got a little bit of a tear in it. That's not a big deal. Now, if the box is still heavy, that means there must be more in here. And yep, here we go. Oh, this bag is not a toy. Warning, to avoid danger of suffocation, keep away from babies and children. Do not use in cribs, beds, carriages, or playpens. There you go. You heard it here. Oh, it's a resealable bag. You know what I think about resealable bags here at Is That Right Gaming? As soon as I get this out of here, that's gone. I'm not a fan. I'm sure some people are, but I'm not. So it looks here, we've got some wound sanity tokens. These pop out pretty good. They are a little stiff, so make sure you're careful when you're popping stuff out. Bandages, whiskey, dynamite, flash, herbs, tonic, brimstone ash, darkstone shiv, character tokens, harmonica. Any different on the other side? No, they look the same. Hey, we got a little flying frog token here. That's kind of cool. Is that your first player marker? I don't know. So we've got a depth track here on the side. Mine entrance, darkness start. And it's blank on the other side. Numbers here. Here's a mine shaft to start out. Now, there's some decent thickness to it. It is still kind of thin, so keep that in mind. So, bunch of different tokens there. These are double punch, so you must only use the circle, I bet. And here's your puzzle pieces so that you can dynamically build the dungeon. Some more tokens, a book. If I turn it over, I'm going to assume that's the target plateau because that's all snowy. So you use the cards to build the dungeon. And it looks like we got some dead people here. Dynamite, tonic, some dead end pieces too. And print it like it was a frozen waste. Come on now, flying frog. No, that's not a big deal. So you got all kinds of different styles here. That's kind of exciting. Journal pages, ancient statue, bandita, gunslinger, U.S. Marshal piano player. Wow, that's some compelling artwork there. Makes you want to know what's going on. You got 3 dudes floating in Colto tank. Oh no, that's Star Wars. So we got some more characters here. Looks like bandits, void venom, corrupt sheriff. Got some swirlingness going on here. And then you can see some kind of destroyed mechanism there. Ooh, -1 to hit. Whoa. And we got like a 6-shooter image, and then different colored bullets. Cerberus shot, ricochet shot, hellfire shot, deadeye shot. Here are your pylon things. Looks like they're the same on both sides. Do like the artwork. That's very, very neat. I've got some light in the mine there. Ooh. It's like a statue or a... These look like they could be skeletal, but I think it's just a statue. Fire forge type things, kind of a sci-fi element to it. But yeah, that's where the majority of the weight is in this game. That is a lot right there. But yeah, that's Shadows of Brimstone from Flying Frog Productions. City of Ancients. Thank you again to Olympian for doing the giveaway that I ended up winning to get this game. I am looking forward to trying this game out. There is so much going on here. So keep an eye out on the channel. Watch twitch.tv/isthatrightgaming and see when we get this thing to the table and play through some dungeons. But until next time, be sure to hit like, leave us a comment down below about your favorite dungeon crawl, and subscribe to the channel if you're not already. Really helps us out. But thank you so much for watching this episode of What's in the Box, Shadows of Brimstone, City of the Ancients. I've been Rob. Have a great rest of your day.